What is going on, everybody? Man, fucking quickly already.
We're already at fucking the opening week of WNBA
WNBA
play
basketball.
here.
So, for those who are wondering, yes, we do. As I do have this piece of paper for the rosters. However, we do have before tonight's game, we actually did saw this is before the season started, anyways. That Haley Jones being away from the Dream, so that's the only roster change that has been seen. But yeah, so obviously for those who have been around the our coverage, which I think this was the 35th game, almost give or take. Jesus
I don't
Christ,
remember what.
I lost count where we're at.
Yeah, I
Anyways,
lost count where we're at
besides
too,
that,
but
and
we're
look at the
pretty.
start.
I know we're in double digits.
Not know that for a fact. But look at the starting lineups for the Mystics. You got Tiana Pow, Alicia Gray, Ryan Howard, Brianna Jones, and Brittany Griner for the Dream. For the lineups, you have Sugg Sutton, Brittany Sykes, Sonia Cintron, Kiki Arafin, and then Stephanie Dolson for the Mystics.
Nice to see that Irafin and Pau made their rosters.
Yeah, and they got Carl Smesco entering his first season as the Dream head coach, 22 seasons as the head coach at Florida Gulf Coast.
Yep.
My Lord. Oh, excuse me. And then you got Sydney Johnson entering his also first season as the head coach for the Mystics. Was the previous assistant for the Chicago Sky, who, oh boy, bit rough, I guess you could say.
Yeah, it was very rough for the Chicago Sky last year.
Not wrong on that.
You didn't have a great season. You lost Angel Reese late in the year. I don't like that season. Just wasn't good. It just wasn't good for them
Not
last
wrong
year.
on that. Let's just hopefully, for the Mystics' sake, I'm hoping.
Now I think the youth movement is on for the Mystics because of the retirement of EDD. So
Which kind of feel like was going to EDD's retirement was going to come sooner rather than
she
later.
was getting hurt more often than not when she did play. So
Howard for three, down it goes.
Immediately for a 3 here.
And that's typical Ryan Howard, always easy sharpshooter from three. And that's no good. And here comes Howard. I got Jones in the corner. Howard back out to open for an open three. That's a little bit off the mark.
All right.
There's Irafin. Citron for the easy. Really rimmed in and out. Hate to really see that.
It looked like it hit the back of the rim. That sucks. I just got to where you were at, Rob, where she rimmed it in and out. That's
a Griner off. And Dream taking for the Dream won 2 out of 3 last series.
Oh, she just bodied her.
And for Brianna Jones.
God damn.
So 2 free throws coming.
How is that a foul, though? Oh, it was a defensive foul. Okay, got it.
And the first free throw is a brick for no good on the first.
So keys to the game: Atlanta multiple efforts on the O boards, and Washington space and pace.
And 0 for 2 from the free throw line.
Damn, we missed both shots.
And now we got the Mystics. A little bit sloppy, I would say, early on. I mean, that's to kind of be expected.
Yeah, we're still early. Like we're literally in the beginning of the season, so you still have a lot of filling out processes for a lot of these players.
Irafin now turns it over. Now here comes Sugg. Hands up. Nice little ball moving out to Howard. The pump fake. Pow inside. Brianna Jones blocked up top, and here come the Mystics. Centron. Thought about a three, hands it off inside to Carrington. So out of bounds, out of play. Yeah. It's off to 8. Damn. But look at the spread. Right now, Atlanta kind of the favorites in this one. That little mid, it's nothing there.
So the over under 156 points. The spread -8 +8.
So now we got Howard. Yep. And Centron gets the hand on it, but that's going to stay Dream basketball. You're not wrong on that.
Looks like the Mystics defense is putting on the clamps.
Yep. I freaking remember last season, Mystics can't play a lick of defense.
Dude, they're putting on the damn clamps right now.
And that's another turnover by the Dream. And that was Nia Coffee on the turnover. The 31. So they got Dolson. There's Pat. Arafin drives and blocked up top, and there's got to be a foul. And Sutton would go to the.
Oh, yeah, that's a foul all day.
Boom.
Yep, that is a foul all day. Ooh, yeah, she got hands.
And the first is good for the Mystics. Finally on the board. So it looks like actually you got Nia Coffee coming in while number 3. Obviously with the Brianna Jones taking a bit of a seat on the bench. And free throw number 2, both are good. So now we got Pow. And so you got to Grinder on the wing, back out to Pow on the wing. Pow, tight defense now has to hand it off to Howard. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Jack it up a 3, and that'd be a shot clock violation on the Mystics.
Yeah, you're running out of time.
So that was on the Dream, sorry. There's Arafin out to 20. And I cannot read my hand. Oh. Nice. And that down. Yeah. And Kiki Arafin gets her first points of the night. And there's another foul. Stephanie Dolson will pick up her first, team second. Jesus Christ. And for the first, and that goes down. So we got a tie game at 4. I know goddamn scoreboard's kind of been lagging a little bit in that right now.
Yeah, I'm like way behind you as well.
No,
like,
Larry, the scoreboard I'm operating, freaking Wi-Fi connection is ass. It's fucking bullshit. And gets the friendly bounce, and that is good for another one. So 5-4 Dream lead. So now you got Jade Melbourne out to Dolson. And hands it off to Sykes. Oh.
Why
Tough
did you do
shot.
that?
Oh my god. Hang on. I gotta fix that.
It's
Hold
like
on a
when
sec.
I like leave for like 2 seconds,
Yeah, because
I'm frozen.
Kimbrough coffee for 3. Down it goes for Naya
So I can't
Coffee.
get out of the app just to doom scroll at the same time. So I'm gonna stay here. But
Oh, I gotta hang on. I'm refreshing my browser because this is fucking.
yeah, this whole 3-4 thing is gonna confuse people. So right now it's 8-6 on my end. She misses the shot. Pop out the rebound. Howard with the ball.
Jesus.
Gray,
There we go.
and makes the shot.
Melbourne, that is good for 2. Man, we got the old gas, no brakes line.
Yeah, I mean,
And that's the third team foul. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to start using Restream because apparently Streamer is too fucking buggy as shit.
the only problem is our, play-by-play for wrestling is on here. So,
Well, the wrestling play-by-plays can stay here.
oh yeah, they can stay here. But
Yeah, it's the sports play-by-plays. That's why I'm going to get Restream because I don't
yeah,
know.
Restream would be better to do.
And the
play-by-play
podcast can stay
on.
here too. And the first free throw just gets the work. Looks like we got Lucy Olsen making her way to the floor with Dolson, Sykes, and I can't really. I got Alicia Gray to the line because I can't read. Oh, shit. So 12-8. And the second free throw. And no, just rims it out. And there's Cintron coming up with the rebound. Almost coughs up the basketball. Down out to Melbourne. Melbourne drives. It kicks it out to who's the 21. I can't remember. Oh, that's Exler. Citron for mid. That is good for 2. Now we got a 2-point game here in the nation's capital. So now we got Jones. There's Irrefant out to Gray. Gray, step back jumper, a little bit off the back iron. There's Exler out to Cintron. Cintron and pulling. And Kone in the down low. Turnaround jumper off the glass. That is good for 2. We got a tie game under 4.5 to go. So don't mind the scoreboard on your screens being a little bit.
Yeah, you'll have to bear with us, people, for that because
Technology sucks.
StreamYard has been very, very buggy.
Yeah, when it comes to fucking sports.
Yep.
So
another foul.
421. All right.
So we are now under a game break.
Yep. And Paige Beckers, I think, should be making her in-season debut. Anyways, though. Nope.
I think they're on right now. Because there was 2 games on when I checked the app.
Ooh. Yeah, scoring update on that one. That's 15-8 to the Minnesota Lynx.
Oh. What's the score with that?
Well, that's under 4 minutes in the first.
No, what's the score with that?
15-8 in the favor of the Lynx.
Okay.
I mean, so far, this game has not been that bad.
No. It's been all defense to start, but
yeah. Because right now, on the floor for the Dream, you got Jones, Gray, Papaw, Coffee, and Walker Kimbrough. Okay. Let's see how that goes. What was I? All right. So, and look at the injury report coming into this one. He had Jordan Canada she's been ruled out. Her estimated return will be back on the 24th. Then you have Georgia Amore. Who knows with her after blowing out her ACL, which was very unfortunate.
Oh yeah, that is unfortunate.
Then you have Aaliyah Edwards, who's also out. Shakira Austin, for the love of God, can you? I love Shakira Austin, but she can never stay fucking healthy.
You can't. No.
That's very. That's. I mean, no fault to her. I mean, injuries suck. All right. Okay. There we go. Sorry, I just had to fix the foul counter. Yeah. There we go. That's 32. Got Kimber Walker on the wing. Looking out the Grinder, posting up. Grinder looking out to Howard. Howard kicks it out to Walker Kimbrough. Back out to Howard. Howard for three. Just rims in and out. And rebound fought for by Jade Melvin. Sutton. Nice. Oh, and that's another turnover by the Mystics. And there's Jones. Nice pow with the Euro step floater. So far, Atlanta. So both teams shooting 50% from the field. So, looking out to Melbourne with a nice floater for two. And Kimber no good on that. Here comes Sutton. Melbourne for three, a little bit short at the front rim. And that's Griner with the board, which is no surprise from her. And Jones out. Nice ball movement out to Powell for three. That is good.
She drained it.
18th overall pick in this past draft. There's Sutton. Nice little mid-range. That is good for two. And that's the 15th foul for the Mystics. One more put already in the penalty. The first free throw from Griner. That is good. Oh my God, do my ear it? And there goes my ear. Starts a fucking itch. Brittany Griner entering her 12th year out of Baylor. And the second free throw is good. But now we got Sutton leading the charge. 10-time WNBA All-Star for Griner. There's Sykes. Just came back onto the floor. Little fadeaway jumper. Rims in and out. And there was Jones with the board. And here comes Powell leading the charge. And we'll have to pull right back out. Off to Griner. Almost coughed off the basketball. Hands up to Griner. To Jones in the post. Back out to Powell. Powell for three. Down it goes for Tiana Powell.
2 for 2 with the three ball.
And that is kind of funny to fucking say that like 5 times fast. And no, we're not going to do that because
Oh, we're not doing that.
anyway, Melvin at back out to Sutton. Melvin for 3. Down it goes. All right, we trading threes. And that's another turnover by the Dream. Here come the mistakes. And Syke just looting. And Alicia Gray knocks that out of bounds. $1.25. Inbound to Sykes. Sykes, and we'll get stripped up, and we'll draw the contact when we go to the line for 2. And Grinder will pick up the team's 3rd foul. And just 6'3" guard out of USC. And the first by Irrifin. That's a bit strong off the back iron. No good on the first. And 1 for 2 from the free throw line. And there goes Howard. Howard now to Pow Pow. Pow Pow leading the point. Now out to Howard. Now to Jones. Now to Grinder, who almost lost it. Turnaround jumper. No, it didn't. No. That's out of bounds. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Lord, first game in, I'm already fucking rusty and doing the scoreboard.
Yeah, we're still
damn.
a little bit rusty on both ends, so don't worry.
Yeah, so it's gonna. I got Sutton, but now out to Melbourne. Melbourne find an open lane with the floater, a little bit short, and that's gonna be out of bounds. Knocked out by Irrifin. That's gonna go.
Yeah, that's going to the Dream.
We got Howard. She pulls up from 3, a little bit too strong. Grinder with the offensive board and puts it back for 2. So now we got Sutton leading the point. Now we got Sykes under 20 seconds to go. Sykes out to Dolson for 3. Rims it out. And there's Howard pulls up from midcourt. And nope.
Ooh.
And first quarter come to the books.
Ooh, if that would have went in.
That man would have been interesting. Of a hell of a game, though. I'll tell you that. Honestly,
yeah.
If you're the Mystics fan so far, I'm like what I'm seeing. I mean, yeah, a little bit sloppy, but I mean, like we said, I mean,
they got limited turnovers, obviously, but listen, both ends of the floor, both teams have been playing sound defense, so it's been a really good game.
And the Dream, who, like I said, I didn't think they were okay, but they were kind of disappointing last year. I mean,
they were disappointing last year.
I mean, granted, yes, they had. I mean, and the injury bug kind of bit them in the ass, but kind of give them benefit of the doubt on that one. And yeah, it can't be worse than the time that I even stated on record that not the Lakers, but the Sparks were going to have a good turnaround season. Boy, was I fucking wrong. Oh, man.
Yeah, you were like, oh, they're going to have a great season. They ended up winning like 5 games.
That's that.
I'm like, yeah, they
like I
really
said,
had a
I'm
great
not saying
turnaround
shit
there.
again because good Lord.
I'm like, yeah, they had a really good turnaround there, man.
Yeah, and I never heard the fucking end of it.
No, I kept roasting you. Like,
yeah, and right for goddamn so. But anyways, while we're through one quarter play, not bad in terms of scoring. I mean, Alicia Gray kind of leading the dream with 9 points, 2 for 3 from the field, and obviously 2 of those came from 3. Then you got Griner with 4 points, 4 rebounds. Brianna Jones has been kind of quiet with a 1 rebound and assist. Ryan Howard so far with 3, 1 for 4 from 3. Not too. Can't really ask too much. You got Pow. So far, Early 2 for 3, 5 points with 1 assist. Looking at the Mystics overall, you have Kiki Irfin right now 2 for 3 for 5 points, 1 rebound. Sydney Dolson, not much there, 0 for 1. Brittany Sykes, she so far disappointing, 0 for 4 from the field with 1 assist. Same goes for Sutton, but really didn't do much. Has only 2 points come from the free throw line. And then you got Jay Melbourne, 3 for 5 for 7 points, 1 for 2 from 3, and also with 2 boards to go all along with that. So far,
but that's the thing, though.
it's been. I mean, so far it's
been a defensive battle. No one's really been able to do nothing yet.
Yeah, that is true. And I'm looking at the team stats right now. It's almost even. 46.7% from the field from Atlanta, 47.1 for Washington, 50% from 3, 33.3 from the Mystics, 4 to 2 in turnovers in favor. It's unfortunately in favor of Atlanta. And then, and here's the thing with Atlanta, which I think they have, which I kind of know they kind of were doing pretty well, was out rebounding their opponents. Currently 7 out rebounding the Dream 7-5.
Yeah.
Well, we're in quarter 2. I know my eyebrow itches. Yep, and there we go. Now the bench, obviously a lot better than what I thought the Mystics had last year. But here we go. We got Sutton. Hands off to Dolson. Off to Sykes. Back out to Sutton. And who else? Who else we got on the floor? Sutton for 3. Nope. That's Griner with another rebound. That's her 5th. Here goes Pow. The screen by Jones. Here's Brianna Jones. Out to Howard. Howard. Driving on the baseline. Hands it off with a floater from Pow. That is good for 2. That's a Hina Pow. There's Dolson. Out to Sykes. Sykes driving on the baseline with the floater of her own. That is good for 2. So good response after that. Still down 4. Pow's out to Griner. Hands it off for 3 to Gray. Down it goes. So 4-point play coming. That's the first. And that's on Centron, her second team's first here in the second quarter.
Right.
Now looks like we're going to a little review at the booth for the potential closeout violation, which is kind of not say the newest thing, that's kind of they already implemented like last year or the year before that.
Yeah, they're going to see if there's like an illegal closeout.
Yeah. It's that back foot. Yep.
It was. Oh, yeah, it was. That back foot. Yeah.
Yeah. I would say at least not have a sprained ankle because that's kind of the.
It's not really the left foot; it was the right foot. The right foot was directly underneath.
Yeah.
Yeah, that she was too far in space to where.
Yeah. I mean, they did say to me that she got there very late on the closeout, and well, unfortunately, here we are.
She got there very late. Plus, she was directly on top of her too, with that right foot. That's definitely an illegal closeout. Yeah, she was directly under Alicia Gray there. So yeah, that was definitely an illegal closeout.
So it'll be a flagrant 1 on Centron.
Yeah, that was a call.
And Alicia Gray to the line for the 4-point play.
That was definitely a good call there.
So 15-4-2 last year for Alicia Gray. That is 30 to 22 in favor of Atlanta. Yep. And there goes, almost dropped my pen like Pat McAfee, trying not to drop his pencil. And now we got Pow. Under 9 minutes to go here in the first half. Out to Jones. Nice ball movement out to Alicia Gray. Back out to Pow to Howard. Thought about a 3. And that is knocked out of bounds. And that's going to stay with the Mystics with 14 on the shot clock. Out to Pow in the corner. Griner for 3. A little bit too strong. Offensive board to Pow. Alicia Gray down to for 3. Now the lead goes 10, and we get a timeout by the Mystics. 8:35.
Ooh, that was a hell of a shot. That was one hell of a shot there.
You ain't wrong on that. Now it's an 11-point lead for the Dream. Which the thing with the Dream is, I know that I've seen some of the games last year. They've been kind of not. It's kind of funny. They never really rely on. Well, it depends on the situation that they rely on the three ball. And obviously, we're looking at Cheyenne Sellers, who unfortunately can't catch a fucking break.
Yeah, that's another one that gets hurt.
Not get hurt.
I'll tell you the stats here.
Look at Caitlin Clark. I'm sorry. That's that's not late. I'm not sorry. This is on the current draft class. My bad.
Yeah, this is from the past draft.
Bro. I'm sorry, but that one girl looked like. I'm sorry, but looked like exactly like Caitlin Clark. Holy fuck!
This is from the draft.
Yeah, I know. I caught myself. Shut up, asshole.
What on earth are you fucking talking about, boy?
Boo.
Oh, they were pretty bad last year.
What, the Dream or
for their 3-point shooting percentage? For the Dream?
Yeah, you live by the 3 ball, you die by the 3.
Bro, they were 30.8% from 3.
Jesus.
For the entire season.
Ew. Yeah,
it was right.
That's disgusting. Now, I can see why they were kind of disappointing.
I mean, you had. We're going to look at the 3 ball for each player. 3-point percentage for each. So Ryan Howard had 2.73 3-pointers made. Alicia Gray had 1.7 3-pointers made. And then the rest were like all zeros.
God damn!
Nobody else
from last. Was this from last year or currently?
No, this is from last year. So
ew.
No, here's how it went. fucking Ryan Howard had 3-pointers, 2 3-pointers made on 7 attempts. Alicia Gray had 1 3-pointer made on 7 attempts. And the rest couldn't even make a 3.
Jesus Christ.
And then you had Ryan Howard with a 32.9 3-point percentage. Alicia Gray with a 34. Alicia Gray with a okay, I can speak. Alicia Gray with a 34% 3-point percentage. Charles with 26%. Canada with 28%. And then the rest were like in the 30s and the 20s and the 10s. They were not good. They were not good from 3 last year.
That's what happens when you have to rely on the 3 ball way too damn much.
Yeah, that's the problem. Is you had them rely on the 3 ball too much.
And that's been strong from the back iron. Got me nuts. There's Pow. Out to Griner. Looking back to Pow on the wing. Pow, tight defense. Out to Griner. Turn. Jones for 3. Nobody home. Nice offensive board from Alicia Gray. Nice handoff back from Pow out to Griner with that one floater. The baby hook. And that's out of bounds. That stays with the Dream. So now we got Coffee and Maya Campbell now onto the floor with Brianna Jones taking a rest on the bench. Howard out to Coffee. Now to Caldwell. Caldwell drawing the double team out to Gray. Coffee for a 3. Rattles at home for 3. That is good. 36-24 in favor of the Atlanta Dream.
You leave her that wide open.
Yeah.
That's you know she's gonna drain it if you leave someone that
There's
wide
Arafin drives, and that is good for 2. So Kiki Arafin now with 7 points on the night. And Centron comes away with the pocket, and that's going to be picked away out of bounds. And that's going to go with it's going to go with the mistakes. Another turnover by the Dream. Oh boy. That's 2 for the Mystics, 4 for the Atlanta Dream. And Sutton now to take now with Melbourne on the floor. To Arafin. Now to Sykes. Here comes Dolson with the screen. Sykes thought about a mid-range, hands it off to Melbourne. Onto the Centron, and she gets that taken away from her by Ryan Howard, the pickpocket. Alicia Gray for 3. A little bit strong with the back rim. Dolson with the board. And here comes Sykes to Centron to the basket. And Arafin, and not really much there, but that is going to be another foul. Second team foul. And that's the first on Ryan Howard.
A lot of fouls in this game.
I mean, this is kind of what you get, not just defense and physicality.
Yep.
And the first, that is good. 36-27. And that is good for 3. I'm sorry, second free throw is good. And here comes Howard speeding the way. And did she cough up the ball? Yes, she did. And there comes Melbourne leading the charge out to Sykes. Sykes back to Melbourne.
Yeah, she definitely coughed up the ball there.
Melbourne for 3. Down it goes. And here come the Mystics, down 5, under 6 minutes to play. So now we got Howard at the top of the key. Out to Griner. And that is a foul. That's going to be, looks like it's going against Washington. Now back Griner. Griner to Coffee to Gray. Gray back to Coffee. Threading the needle to Griner. Nope. That is Melvin with the rebound. Now it's Melvin. Looking at the air defender of the post. Tough defense. And somehow gets her own miss. Puts it back up. Tough shot. Can't go. Nice offensive board. Centrani. Excellent for three. Down it goes. 2-point game. Oh, boy.
Wow.
Oh, boy. That.
Wow.
I know as a coach, I'm going to be fucking heated. And
wow.
Centron will draw the foul.
The momentum swung like that.
Yeah. And Exler. Woo-hoo-hoo.
Okay. The ladies are cooking tonight.
I got Gray in the corner with tough defense. And that's Pow. Out to Caldwell, out to Coffee, who thought about a three. To Caldwell again. Looking at Jones in the post. Back to Coffee for three. No, sir. And that's Exler with the board. Here comes the Mystics. Sykes driving. Off the glass. Can he get the friendly bounce? No, that's Caldwell with the rebound. And here comes Pow. Now they put the brakes on. Out to Jones. Nice little pump fake. Kick out to Gray for three in the court. Off the wing. Nope. And nope. Rebound back to the Dream. And Brianna Jones. Tough shot. And gets the finger roll to go. 38-34. Okay, this is kind of surprised.
It's a really good first half.
I love it. Compared to what we saw last year, it's Sykes for three. A little bit too strong with the back rim, and there's Caldwell pulling with another rebound. Now to Pow. Pow. Nice little crossover between the legs. Pull back three. Nope. Too strong. That's Arafin with the rebound. Now hands it off to Sutton. Or that's Sykes. Throwing the football pass. Out to Sutton for the mid-range of the free throw line. That is down for two. Now it's a 2-point game. So I got Pow. Let's say out to Jones in the post. Tough shot. Get the bounce. And yes, she does. And now we got Exler. Out to Sykes. Sykes on the wing. Screened by Arafin. We'll have to put the brakes on. Out. Oh, jeez. That's Melvin driving. You got to toss it up. And that is a shot clock violation.
Yep. They put on the clamps, and she couldn't get the shot up in time.
Oh, it's a 4-point game. 100%.
You get swarmed like that, that's what's going to happen.
And they'll do it.
Yeah, you get swarmed like that.
Oh, yeah. There we go. So far, looking at the Mystics. No, I'm actually looking at Michelle Timms, who's also part of the Basketball Hall of Fame. Got with the old class of
That's when basketball jerseys look like basketball jerseys.
Yeah, they're like the baggy shit back in the day.
The baggy shit. Now they don't even look like fucking basketball jerseys anymore.
So now looking at the Dream in terms of scoring. So Brianna Jones, I mean, kind of know what you're going to get from her. So far, 0 for 2 from 3, 2 for 4 overall and from the floor. 4 points, 2 boards, and 1 assist. Alicia Gray having herself a night in the first half. 16 points, 3 boards, 2 assists, 4 for 7 from 3, 4 for 6 overall from 3. Tiana Pow, not bad for a rookie. 3 for 5, 1 for 2 for 3 with 7 points, 2 assists, 1 rebound. Unfortunately, with 2 fouls, so got to keep that in mind. So that's going to be something to keep.
Oh, that corrupt fuck on that team.
Wait, what?
That corrupt fuck on that team.
Oh, you talking about
Fucking Colangelo.
Oh, that fucker.
That fucker.
Oh my lordy.
Oh my fucking god.
Oh god, all that shit went down.
Oh yeah, when he blasted the entire team for no damn reason.
Yeah, on a burner Twitter account.
On a burner account, he blasted the entire Sixers
we all knew. It's like, yeah, you done fucked up.
Yep.
Anyways, Kiki Irvin, not bad. So overall, 50% from the field, 3 boards, 1 assist for 7 points. Sykes 2 points, 1 for 7. Look, my own nitpick is if the efficiency for some of these players so far in terms of shooting is not the greatest. That's kind of where something I need. Well, not, and this is going to apply to every team. Like, you got to be more efficient.
They're shooting 50%.
Well, as a team, from the field, yeah, Mystics shooting 50% compared to Atlanta's pretty much 45%. So it's not too terrible.
So they're shooting around 50% clip. It's not terrible. Yeah, it's not terrible.
But looking at coming up next, I'm definitely watching the Sparks and the Golden State Valkyries. Thursday should be an interesting one. Indy and Atlanta. Now we got Pow. Now looks at the Howard. Now it looks like who the hell did we get on the? Okay, not Nas Hillman's now on the floor. Hillman out to Howard driving. Out to Pow for 3, and that's a shot clock violation. So
that's the third shot clock violation of the night.
I mean, you're gonna give Pow a little bit of slack here. You gotta watch the clock.
I don't even think it was her fault.
On a 2.5 here in the first half.
She was like when she passed it to her, it was just like she only had like half a second.
Sykes from the mid range. No good there. There's Pow with the board. And then we got a foul on the floor. That's going to go against the Mystics.
A lot of foul trouble from both teams. A lot of shot clock violations from both teams.
Yeah, just some sloppy stuff, I think.
Just a lot of sloppy stuff they have to clean
nice ball moving. Hillman for 3. Libber rims off. Pow with another rebound. Hillman to Kimbrough for 3. No, that's too strong on the back iron. And that's Coney with the rebound. Here comes Melbourne to Centron off to Sykes. Sykes off to Centron. Off the glass, good for 2. All right, down to a 2-point game here in the first half.
I really like that fake to the pass there. That was a great play. Great play. Oh, that was a hell of a way to swarm to the basketball there on defense there.
Howard out to Jones. Now to Hillman, almost coughed off the basketball. To Pow, and looks like out to, is that Howard in the corner? No, that's, can't really see.
Can't really see either.
Anyways, here comes Sutton leading the charge for the Mystics, down 2. Sutton, floater, can it goes? Tie game at 40.
Okay, we got ourselves a game, folks.
Yeah. So now I got Hillman to Kimbrough to Howard. There goes Jones with the screen. Out, nice looking out to Jones, and there is a foul going against the Mystics. 56.3 remaining on the clock. That's the 14th foul. And a 40-piece nugget. The first free throw is good. So 41-40 here in the first half.
I agree with the announcers. Brianna Jones is really working the inside of the paint there.
Yeah, that's kind of what we expect out of her.
It's been great to see from her.
That floater's short. And there's Howard threading the pass. Now, Gray for three. That is fucking money. 45-40. Man, there's Sykes at the top of the key, right at the logo.
Oh, yeah, that's cash. Boom.
And Sykes drawing the and we'll draw the contact. And that's Kimbrough picking up the foul. 29.8. I almost had a dyslexic moment there, but oh well.
Listen, it happens. It happens to everybody, bro. Don't worry.
Hey,
I have those.
And yeah. It looks like we're going to have some substitutions. We got Brittany Griner coming back onto the floor. And the first, that's good. 46.
Yeah, that three from Gray was cash right there. Boom.
Definitely not bad. I mean, that's Gray's fifth three on the night.
Yeah, she's
so
been killing
15 of her 19 points have come from the 3-point line.
She's improved from the three.
So now we got who's got 33? That is Lucy Olson on the floor.
Yeah, that's
Brittany Sykes in her 9th year out of Newark, New Jersey, and 1 and 2 for the free throw line. Goes Brittany Sykes. Now we got Howard. Picked up by Sykes. Under 30 seconds. Hand drops it off to Gray. Gray back to Howard. Howard looking. 8 seconds on the shot clock. About 10 seconds. Howard out to Griner. Griner for 3. A little bit too strong. And there's Sykes with the board. Here comes Sykes with the floater. Not much there. And that is half.
What an entertaining first half of basketball.
Honestly, a lot better than I would have expected.
Yeah, it's been a very entertaining first half of basketball. Very entertaining.
100%.
I'm liking what I've been seeing from both teams. The defensive play has been top notch from both teams. Brianna Jones, again, I can't praise her enough for her inside game, getting inside the paint, doing what she has to do there, getting the fouls. The three ball from Alicia Gray.
I mean,
she's been awesome.
Can't really say enough. I mean, like I said, 15 of her 19 points came from 3 because now with the Mystics at times I've noticed that they have a bit of a tendency to lack on the closeout.
Yeah, and also too, you lack on the closeout, but you're also committing the foul of, you're closing out too much. What happens is your foot ends up under the player. That's an automatic closeout violation. You got to not do that. You got to close out, but you got to give the player enough space to try to make that contested shot.
100%. The old Houston Comets. That's the first time actually to have a 3P, if I'm not mistaken, too.
Yeah, they did have a 3P.
June 21st.
Weren't they the team that turned into the Stars?
I'm not sure. I think that's when the Stars came around.
Yeah.
At that point in time.
Hold on. Because you got to remember, folks, I wasn't really a fan of the WNBA in the 2000s. I wasn't even a fan of the NBA back then. I wasn't even into basketball at that point. So they were formed in 97. Though they just flat out folded.
Yeah.
And
that was Dante's team at that time, too.
I'm pretty sure it was. Yeah, they folded in 2008 because of the recession.
Yeah. I would say the recession did a little. Oh, God, that was fucking terrible for a lot of people.
The
back in the
recession
day.
did a lot of fucking damage than good.
It did. Well, there's no
08.
ifs, ands, or buts about that.
Hell, it killed It killed a lot of TV shows and movies too.
Yeah.
The recession plus the strike. I got the Seattle Storm, the Shock.
We got the old Sparks. That's Key's team. Let's just hope this year. I'm not going to say anything because the last time I said something about the Sparks, I was completely fucking wrong. I still hate myself for saying that.
Yeah, you really said, "Oh, they'll be a good team.
A good team this year." No, I was completely fucking
games.
wrong.
And then every single time the team would be losing, he would send a picture of alcohol.
Which I really felt bad for her because look.
The thing is, though, it's like you call us bandwagon all you want, but our team was the Aces, and when we started becoming,
we don't fucking have
Aces,
one.
We didn't even have a team, okay? So you can't call us goddamn. You can't call us bandwagoners, all right? But what happened was we became fans of the Aces. They were already fucking winning.
Yeah,
they were already winning at that point. So it was like it looks bad. But the thing is, before this, we didn't have a team. We didn't have a team, and we weren't going to choose a bad team. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
We already had to deal with the stresses of being Philly fans. So it's like,
yeah.
Come
on. Consider that, not just being Philly fans, but being whether it be happy to pray. I mean, the whole fucking range of emotions.
Yeah. 1 minute we're fucking pissed off, and the next minute we're happy.
Yeah, 100%.
1 minute we're fucking telling fire this guy, fire that guy. Next minute we're happy. And then now the fucking Aces are going through bullshit. We had lost our fucking draft pick.
Yeah, but it was kind of funny.
That turned in the. I was so mad.
Well, speaking of the Derek Hamby thing, the courts actually dropped her case. Like apparently they didn't find enough sufficient
evidence. After we lost our fucking pick.
Yeah, like you could have went.
Fucking God! Oh my fucking God, dude!
Not to too. We lost 2 of our assistants too. One,
we lost 2 of our assistants to the damn expansion.
Well, Marsh is now with the Sky, and you have the other one.
No, we lost 2 of our coaches to the expansion team Valkyries, then we lost 1 to the Sky.
Which kind of and then at the same time we kind of knew that's kind of what happens if you win a champ.
We fucking lost one of our star players to a fucking trade.
I mean, technically we got Jewel Lloyd in return,
but
so I mean
we got Jewel Lloyd, so
it's a win-win regardless. So,
but still, losing Kelsey Plum. But here's my thing, Rob. Losing fucking Kelsey Plum, losing Plum Dog, fucking hurts still.
Oh, it's gonna be fucking weird seeing her in a fucking Sparks uniform. I'm not gonna fucking lie on
Plum
that.
Dog still fucking hurts. I don't care if we got Jewel Lloyd out the field.
Yeah.
The wobble. Yeah, remember that bullshit, Rob? The fucking bubble?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my fucking God, dude. That shit fucking sucked.
First team to go back-to-back since the LA Sparks in 02.
See, that's when we started watching the W, and we picked that team, and that's why it looks bad.
And it does. And
they were already winning championships.
And I know, I have a feeling people are going to ask, are you ever going to jump ship if Philly gets one? Oh, God.
No. Hell no.
No, I can't do that.
Hell no. We're already dealing with the stresses from the men. We ain't going to deal with stresses from the women either.
Well, I mean, who's to say the women can outplay the men? Because, I mean...
If they fucking win a championship out of their fucking...
that would be fucking funny.
The Sixers are going to need to fucking move out of town.
Oh, they fucking would.
I won't... Dude, I'll say fuck it. Y'all move out of town. We'll keep the women.
I mean, in a way, it's kind of like how Goalie said too. Like it's how the Fever won their first championship before the Pacers did.
That's funny.
That is funny because I mean, good lord, I mean, look, no shout out
Well,
to
they would have had their first in 04 fucking
oh yeah, the
Mr.
bad boy
Ron Artest
Pistons.
and run up into the stands.
Oh yeah, the Malice in the Palace. I remember
Yeah,
that.
that motherfucker did what he did.
And I think it's too, if I remember correctly, that actually started like the Bad Boy Pistons. I mean, and that crazy playoff one.
The bad boy Pistons.
No, that was 08.
That was 80s. That was the Isaiah Thomas days.
Well, I mean, what are they nicknaming the 04 Pistons?
They were just called the Pistons. They lost the bad boy moniker.
Yeah, well, I mean, could have gotten that bag because of Ron Artest, who changed, which is kind of funny at the fact he
But
just
not
the same.
really. But not really because Ron Artest was for the Pacers.
Oh yeah, that's right. He was with the Pacers. But he was, no, because Reggie Miller would have been out of the league by the time.
Reggie Miller was there. That was his final season.
Oh right.
Reggie Miller was in his final season. That's one of the players I would like to hang out with and be friends with.
I mean, who fucking wouldn't?
He'd be a dope friend.
I mean, they've actually got her own signature shoe, which I think
a lot of the men have been supporting her and wearing her shoe on the NBA.
Yeah, and I know there was another one that actually signed to the Jordan brand actually to get her own signature shoe with Jordan. That's fucking dope.
That's dope. That's dope. I'm happy for her.
And the thing is, too, like, if you think about it, if Wilson could put up the season that she did, she could be, I think, be the first WNBA player to have 4 MVPs. Now that I think about it, that's some crazy shit to think about.
Well, you didn't have to choose to wear a corset, okay?
I mean,
no wonder you can't breathe in that outfit. You're wearing a damn corset as a top.
The Michelob Ultra. Not gonna lie, I kind of like the colors they had back before the. I mean, I kind of get it. You gotta fit.
You got to look like a casino chip and stuff, but
yeah, which was fine. But the silver and black things, like, I get it. You're owned by Mark Davis, who can't really.
Yeah.
Ugh, poor
Mark Davis. The ironic part, Mark Davis built this team well, but he can't build the fucking.
He can't build the fucking.
He can't build the fucking Raiders up.
And I think we had a conversation with a group of friends, like,
and we all say, you know what? With us, it's the complete fucking opposite.
Yeah, like
Josh Harris. Here's the thing: Josh Harris cannot build up the fucking Sixers to save his fucking life. He can build up the goddamn Commanders.
That is true.
Yeah, she'd be a dope fucking person to hang out with.
God, Christian, dude, I cannot wait for that Madden biopic because, good lord, Christian, that is just so. I'm sorry, but seeing Nicolas Cage as John Madden, that's going to be something that's been a different sight to see.
You know what? Nicolas Cage is going to overact the shit out of that role, and it's like,
I mean, I expect
John Madden never acted like that.
Yeah.
Here's the thing: it's going to piss me off so much.
I mean, sure. I mean, I'd rather have that than.
Yo, John Madden never reacted like this at all in his career.
Yeah.
You know, Nicolas Cage is going to act like he's going to overact, and it's going to be the worst fucking thing ever.
I mean, sure. I'd rather take an overact or fucking compared to fucking Final Destination. Oh yeah, to the creators of Final Destination, screw you with your 3 log trucks.
You really. We're going to promote this movie, but what we're going to do is we're going to have log truck in front of a log truck in front of a log truck. I'm like, oh, y'all are fucking y'all asking. Y'all fucking suck.
Oh boy! So we got some NBA breaking news as of 4 minutes ago. So Denver Nuggets forward Aaron Gordon has been diagnosed with a left hamstring strain, and his status is in doubt for Game 7 against the Oklahoma City Thunder. According to Sam Sharani, sources tell ESPN major development heading into Sunday's 3:30 p.m. Game on ABC for the Western on the path to the Western Conference Finals. Holy fuck! Oh, why I had the fucking lips there for whatever fucking reason. Well, that's a first. My lord. But yeah.
All right, Sophie Cunningham. What the hell is your problem?
What did she do this time?
She really revealed something absolutely fucking appalling. Do you know what she puts on spaghetti, Rob?
Oh, no, don't tell me she put sugar on her spaghetti.
Worse.
How could she get worse than that?
She puts ranch on it. Ranch, Rob. Ranch. I literally saw it on Facebook.
Oh, my God.
What is her problem? Who puts ranch on spaghetti?
What the fuck?
Sophie Cunningham. What the fuck?
Is there a serious mental issue with you?
What is wrong with you, Sophie?
Look, you're a good player, but you got a horrible taste in food choices.
I don't know what's worse. Dude, what is with these athletes? We had to deal with the quarterback of the fucking Tennessee Titans, Will Levis, with his fucking coffee and mayo dilemma. Now you, Sophie Cunningham. What is with these athletes, Rob?
I have no fucking clue.
Oh my God. Fucking ranch on spaghetti. What? Why?
Hang on, I'm telling the group chat, actually.
I just saw it on. Why?
I will speak to the next person, but ranchy.
I don't understand it. Also, Brandon Phillips, I hate you.
Oh, yeah.
But seriously, Sophie Cunningham, what?
Oh God, that just makes me.
I'm gonna take the post that I saw from. I think it's from a WNBA group that I'm in.
Oh Jesus Christ! Of course, Key's gonna fucking agree with that shit.
Why would you agree to that, Key?
That is true. I mean, that is true. It's better than me on call.
Key. What?
Yeah, Key.
I'm taking the thing that I saw, and I'm posting that shit in the group chat.
That make no goddamn sense. But anyways, we're coming out of half to start the third. Sidney Johnson in his first season as Mississippi coach, ended the first half on a 17-9 run.
Better than mayo and coffee.
That we can agree with.
You're mixing. Hopefully, this is not the case, and there's no spaghetti sauce on the spaghetti. You're mixing spaghetti sauce and ranch.
Fucking camera.
But then again, you have pizza, but pizza's
the only exception for that.
There's cheese. But there's cheese. And it looks like the quarterback of the Washington Commanders is there. Nice. Jaden Daniels, very good quarterback.
Honestly, I kind of was impressed with the kind of rookie season he put up.
Yes, he's going to be a great quarterback for the Washington Commanders.
And look, I hate injuries in football, but knowing with the history of the Commanders, they were notoriously known for getting. I mean, well, actually not. I mean, other than at least the good thing is they're building to finally get a stadium in DC where they actually fucking belong.
Yeah, they're building another stadium because they want to get out of that dump.
Because first of all, who plays it? Like, anyways.
But yeah, we are back on for the third quarter.
9-3. That is good.
Damn, automatically from 3.
Damn, that was Centron for 3. So now we got Howard with the dream up 1 out to Jones, picked up by Dolson. There goes to Griner. Griner looking. Try to go with the dribble handoff. And that's all to Howard. Howard to Pow Pow. To Gray. Back to Pow Pow. Pow Pow, deep 3. Nope.
Pow Pow. She got that 3.
And that is no good. Oh, yeah, she does. I'm sorry, but Centron is almost similar to Caitlin Clark in terms of her face stature.
Yeah. She looks like Caitlin Clark a little bit, yeah.
And Howard inbound to Griner. Looking. to Jones, hands it off to Gray. Right now, the current leading scorer with 19 points. And Gray somehow hanging on to the basketball to Howard for three. Down it goes for Ryan Howard. Damn it. Well, that kind of changes things.
Oh, yeah.
So now we got Irrifan, hands it all to Sutton. Now to Dolson. Dolson almost, that was a dangerous pass to Sutton. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Tosses it up, and that's a shot clock violation. Another turnover by the Washington Mystics. And we got
it was just like the first half. A lot of smothering defense. You know, they're trying to look for that open shot, and it's just not there. And then it causes the shot clock violation.
And now we got Pow picked up by Sutton. Out to Griner. Griner threading the needle. Blocked up top by Brittany Sykes. Hello. Centron up to the cup, and that is good for two. Leads now back up to two for the Atlanta Dream. There's Pow almost turns it over. Okay, Centron getting very active with the hands in this half.
Yeah, very active with the hands on the. Oh, yep. Citron playing the pickpocketer in this half. Out here intercepting.
We got Pow
out here intercepting passes like a prime DB.
There's Jones now to Howard. Howard to Gray. Gray out to Jones. Get the scoop and scored. That is now leads back up to 4.
Great team
There's
effort
Sykes
there.
and draws the contact. We'll be going to the line for 2.
Oh yeah.
That looks like Gray might have been taking a little bit of a hard shot too.
Yeah,
she's kind of a little bit shaken up.
She looks like she's winded a bit. Looks like the foot, leg.
Oh, yeah. Twist the old ankle twist. That shit hurts.
Oh, she fucking sprained. Oh, she twisted it.
Well, it looks like she's okay. I know that's going to fucking hurt for a bit. But the first free throw, it gets the friendly bounce. That is good.
That definitely
for Brittany Sykes. So far last season, only in 18 games, averaged 12, 4, and 3. That's that is good for back up to 2.
Yeah, that replay, that you could tell that was a stinger for sure.
Oh, and another turnover by the Dream. Here come the Mystics. Sykes to the cup, and we'll draw the contact. She's going to go back to the line for 2. To tie this game up at 50 apiece.
Again, good defense by the Mystics.
I gotta say, out of all the opening weeks that I've seen, you and I have done, this is probably the best one by far, despite the sloppiness.
Yeah,
because remember the last time I had to sit through the fucking A's and the Storm. Holy crap,
dude! That was, I think it was the first time I was on there. It was a blowout.
I didn't blame you for ducking anyways.
I fucking ducked in the third quarter. I'm like, yeah.
I was like, yep, I'm done it.
Because the game was over. Our team had won. We were like, yeah, I'm out.
I said, yeah, it was just more of a fucking.
I think tonight we broke the streak of in any sport where the opening game isn't a blowout.
Yeah, which is shocking.
Because every time we do an opening game for any league, it's a blowout.
And there's Coffee out to Howard. Howard spins. Has to pick it up, and that is good for 2 from the mid-range. So now we got Sykes taking it herself. Turnaround jumper. That's easy money. That is good for 2 for Brittany Sykes. So right now, the Mystics outscoring the Dream 24-14 in the paint with the points in the paint. Under 7 minutes to go here in the third. And we got We got all offensive foul. We're going the other way. That's the 13th foul on the Dream.
Also, if you heard that car alarm outside, then
I didn't hear anything.
sorry, but yeah, somebody's car alarm just went off.
So now we got Sutton.
So, update in wrestling, Alexa Bliss won her match.
No shocker there.
She's going to Money in the Bank.
Cinch on for 3. Down it goes. And the Mystics take the lead. Nice ball movement out to Gray. To Coffee. Picked up by Dolson. Coffee threading the knee. That's another turnover by the Dream. Here comes. Nice little throw there. Oh, and that's picked away from Howard. And Howard will get fouled. That's the first on the Mystics here in this third quarter. Oh boy. That's the first on Sykes. Teens first here in the third. That's an accidental foul. So, we're about to reach the 6-minute mark here. Here comes Howard. Tight defense. And that's taken and poked away by Brittany Sykes, and will commit her second foul on the night. Another inbound for the Dream. Down 3. Now to Griner. Back. Nice to Kimbrough. Now to Howard in the corner. Howard looking. Out to Kimbrough. Back to Howard. 4 seconds. Pull away 3. He can't get the bounce. And Coffee with the offensive board. And she gets fouled. That's the third. Damn, 3 quick fouls already in this third quarter for the Mystics. That's Sykes' 30. Yeah, I mean, at this point, you have to set her at this point with in terms of foul trouble. Can't really. And the first, that is good. 53-55. And now we got Exler now making her way to the floor along with Coney and Jordan and Melbourne for the Mystics. So 5:42 here to go. Here in quarter number 3. And the second. And gets the friendly roll. Now it's a 1-point game. Now here's Melbourne. Melbourne. Out to Sykes for 3. A little bit edging the rim. Pause. There's Gray. Nice ball moving into the corner. There's Kimbrough and gets fouled from behind. And that is going to be on Melbourne. That's her first in this in the third. Team's fourth. Oh my lord.
Looks like the Mystics are falling into foul trouble.
Yeah. So, Shatori Walker-Kimbrough entering her 9th year, missed at the first free throw to tie the game at 55 apiece. And the second. She hits it. Now we all tied up at 55. Here comes Melbourne. Melbourne hands it up to Exler. Thought about a 3. Drives. Tough defense. Short. And there goes Atlanta coming up with the basketball. Gray out to Coffee. Drives. And the ball gets stuck in the first wedge ball of the season.
That's unlucky as hell.
And that's going to be a jump ball at center court.
Don't you hate when that happens when you play basketball?
Yep.
You just wedge it.
So
it
looks like Jones and Kone gonna jump for it.
Yeah.
And Brianna Jones wins the jump ball by a few inches. Now we got Howard. Out to Kimbrough. Nice thread to Gray. Nope. And that's a whoop. Now the Mystics are now in the penalty. That's their 5th. And that's looks like it's gonna be on Engsler. That's her first. So right now, as we look into foul trouble in terms of what we see or the current starting 5s on the floor, Sykes is in foul trouble with 3. Same with Cintron. And right now, currently with Coney, Melbourne, Howard, and Gray both have 2. Oh boy.
Yeah, this is going to be the story of the game here. If the Mystics lose, is the foul trouble that they got into.
Mm-hmm.
That's just how it is, like
not wrong on that.
You fall in the foul trouble, you don't deserve to win the game.
And a lot of times that hurts.
Yeah.
Man, besides the fouls and the sloppiness, I would say this has been a solid. If I had to grade this on the A to F scale, this is a solid B game. It's a solid B game.
WNBA draft presented by State Farm. A night where we get to witness dreams come true. To all the incredible draft prospects, congratulations. You've worked so hard to reach this moment, and tonight marks the beginning of an exciting new chapter of your careers.
Yeah, they're talking about the draft.
Yep.
That just happened. I can't believe with the WNBA, their turnaround is so short.
Mm-hmm.
You get the draft and you immediately go to preseason.
Yeah, which I kind of don't like.
I don't like it either. I don't like it. Like that turnaround is too damn fast.
Yeah.
You go fucking from the WNBA draft to right to preseason.
Oh, absolutely.
At least with the NBA and stuff, like you get like training camp and shit like that. But with the WNBA, you go right to
training camp.
You go right, not the training camp. You go right to preseason.
Not to mention too, like the rosters. I would say that I have to expand the roster. That's going to be like the biggest key thing right now. Hopefully, going to the next year, expand the rosters.
I would say expand the rosters, get more teams.
Yeah, and then I would say at this point with the expansion, like any of the players that got waived, form the teams that way. And the first free throw is no good by Alicia Gray to retake the lead for the Dream. And the second free throw, and 0 for 2. The offensive board can't put it back. And there's another foul. That's good. And Debo's there. Oh, more free throws coming for the Atlanta Dream. And the first for Nia Coffee. That is good. And the Dream retake the lead. God damn it, my fucking eyebrow itches. God, worst time to fucking have an itch. Nia Coffee, abysmal numbers, and makes both free throws. So now we got Sutton now leading the charge for the Mystics. Down 2. We got out to Sykes. Back out to Sutton. Sutton, screened by Exler, pulls up from mid-range, rims in and out, and fighting for the rebound. Who gets it? And we got a jump ball at the 4:25 mark here in the third. Okay, yeah. Not too shabby. I'll say this too. Oh, goddamn. I mean, you got to go. Can't give up on the play anyways. So 4:25. Right now I land in the bonus. Looks like Howard and looks like Mystics come up with the jump ball. So now we got Sutton now directing traffic from the top of the key. Sutton scrambled and pass her defender off the glass and ties it up at 57. And the under 4 minutes.
Great with the crafty moves there. Tie that up.
Howard to Coffee to Jones. Out to Kimbrough for 3. Down it goes for Tori Walker Kimbrough. 60-57.
Awesome shot.
So in terms of 3 points, 3 from the field goals, 5 for 12 for Washington. And that's going to be a turnover by the Mystics, coughing up the basketball.
Not sure where she was trying to pass it to, but
yeah,
that was way inaccurate.
Now we got Howard. Now with Jones coming out with the screen or a little bit of the pick. Coffee thought about it. 3 steps inside for the mid-range. A little bit too strong on the back iron. And that's Exler fighting with the rebound. Here comes Sutton. Here come the Mystics. Sutton, the lob out to Kone in the post. Kone, and she has that poked away, but that's still Mystics possession. Man with the Cash App sponsor patch. Nope, never mind. So it looks like Coney coughed up the ball again. Now we got Caldwell. Now who's come onto the what the fuck? I didn't mean to do that. What the fuck? Calm the hell on me.
What happened? What happened now?
Fucking internet connection. My other computer fucking crashed out on me. Hang on, y'all.
So you can't watch the game?
No, it's the score. It's the scoreboard.
Oh, the scoreboard.
Give me a second, y'all. It's fucking bullshit. Oh, goddamn my IHS. No, wait.
Oh, everything's just going wrong.
Oh, my lord. What is going on with me today?
God damn. Okay.
For return of the WNBA season, I'm already fucking up. Yocker. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. 1 second, y'all. Fucking all the fucking bullshit. Like I said, this is what happened. Streamer. So look, Kiki will. All right. Now we're at the 240 mark. Okay, at least I didn't really miss much, so. Now, Kiki Irfan last season at USC, 18-8-1. And the first free throw is good. And now looks like Mal Caldwell will take a seat. And we got Pow Pow. And now Grind. And the second for Irfan is good. So now we got Howard. Out to Jones. Nice little floater for 2. And out to Dolson. Now to Olsen. Olsen drives right on the mid-range. And we'll have to kick it right back out to Arafin. Pulls up from the short mid-range. Down it goes. Now it's back up to 1. And that's 11 points for Kiki Arafin, the young rookie out of USC. There's Gray. Out to Jones. Tough defense. And somehow gets it through for 2. And we'll go to the line for the 3-point play.
The bucket and the foul.
Let's look at the terms.
Oh, yeah. She basically just bopped her in the head.
And nope. 3-point play, no good. However, not Misty. Gray for 3. Jesus Christ, that's money. You can't do that.
Oh, yeah, that's cash.
Yeah, great.
Damn.
22 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. That's the 12th 3-point field goal made. And that'd be another foul on the Dream with a $137. Damn, that was a deep 3 too.
Oh, yeah, that was
that's like showing fucking like Steph Curry type of range.
Yeah, that was deep 3 right there.
Oh my Lord. Whoops. In this quarter just we'll say we got a coach's challenge.
Why now?
I guess they must have saw something that we didn't see.
No, but there was already another play that happened after the fact. Like, what?
Oh, I see. That's I see.
Yeah, she flopped.
Yeah.
She absolutely flopped.
Yeah, I'm with Brianna Jones. You can read the list. I was standing straight up. I mean, not that. I mean, shit. The fact I took red lips on the first try, that's actually impressive.
So, I'm on Facebook for 2 seconds, Rob, right?
Oh, Lord.
And I just found out there's a new sport.
What's the new sport this time?
Arm boxing.
What the fuck is that?
It's where your opponent has one of their arms tied together so they can't use that arm. They can only box with one hand.
Oh, yeah. My God. How?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, that fucking. I apologize for anyone going to use it, and not the way you think it. But I'm sorry, but that is completely retarded.
Yeah. It's bad. It is bad. It's bad.
I'm sorry, but that's so fucking redundant. Well, I would rather fucking play cornhole with one arm tied behind my back.
That would probably be a sport too.
God damn it. Oh, well,
I guess know what's worse, Rob. That or fucking when I saw ESPN like a few months back. I think it was like winter of like 2024.
Like how dumb it.
No. I saw this like and I was like enamored by it. I was like intrigued by it. So I'm sitting there watching it. It was literally It was on ESPN. It was like one of those Ocho sports.
Oh God, dude, I would rather watch.
It was literally MMA pillow fighting. MMA pillow fighting.
I like. Do we get dumb as years go on? Like, somebody tell me.
We got dumber. We're making shit up.
I legitimately want to fucking know.
We're making shit up out of nowhere.
Like, how bored do you have to be to make a sport like that?
Let's make a sport where we tie.
And the first free throw is good by Sykes, by the way.
Yeah, but we make up a sport where we tie both of your both of your opponent's hands together, and you can only box with one hand.
That doesn't make no goddamn sense.
What?
Anyways, here comes Howard. Before we get off track. Damn, 14 for 7. There's been a lot of free throws in this game. And looks like we got a foul on the Mystics. That's gonna be Kiki Irfin. Oh boy, that's her second. Team's 6 for 7. I lost. Like I said, I gotta take advantage of that mismatch. I see why.
Yeah, you have to take advantage of a mismatch there.
And the first free throw is good, so 68-63. So for in our last, he was Phoenix 17, 6 and 2. That's a bit too strong. And rebound and out to Sykes. Sykes drives off the glass. That is good for 2. So now we got Howard. Nice little pick from Griner. Jones for the midi. Nope. And that's Melbourne. Nice for the rebound of her own. Taking it 1-on-1. Sykes for 3. A little bit short. And the rebound. We got a loose ball foul with 53. And that is going to be on Brianna Jones. That is going to be her. It's going to be the 5th. And the first by Irfin. Rims in and out. No good on the first. And the second free throw, that is good. 1 for 2. Now it's a 2-point game. Under 1 minute to go. Here comes Pow Pow. Leading the point for the Dream. Here comes the screen. We got Pow Pow to Jones. And deflection by the Mystics. Here comes Melbourne to Sykes, who won't go to the line for 2 to tie this game up at 68.
Awesome deflection there on that play. And a great foul on that play as well.
31.7. Oh my God, I cannot. Okay. Jesus Christ. And she makes both free throws. They got some full court pressure by the Mystics. There's Griner to Jones. Jones back out to Howard, and all tied up at 68. Almost couldn't count. Howard, 12 seconds, 10, 3 seconds, pulls up from 3. Down it. Fuck. Jesus. 71-68. Dolson for 3. Down it goes. We got a tie game at 71.
Wow.
And that is third quarter in the books.
Within seconds of each other.
Damn.
To end the third quarter.
We're down to the final
Whoa.
10.
What a hell of an end of that quarter, too. Oh my God.
Look at the box. If you look, I'm looking at the box score, the scoring breakdown of the quarters. First quarter, 24-20. Second quarter, all knotted up at 21. And now Washington outscoring the Atlanta Dream 30-26 in the third, going into the fourth. So that should tell you how this game has been. It's been close.
This game has been highly competitive. Highly competitive.
Close, physical.
Yeah.
Very defensive. I love
both teams. I love both teams' physicality in this game. I love the steals, the defense. Now, around in that third quarter, the Mystics kind of fell into a little bit of foul trouble there, but they cleaned it up a bit. We are knotted up at 71 going into the fourth. It's been an awesome game. Awesome game.
I would say a lot better than what the Aces in the Storm brought me last year.
Yeah.
Sit through a fucking 105-69 blow. It's like, what the? Why don't? Now, at the time, this is why I still kept our no mercy rule in place. And that rule still applies to this day, no matter how bad it gets.
Doesn't matter how bad it gets. We have to go through it because there's been a few times where we had to we cut streams short at half.
Yeah, because there's only exceptions to the point if it gets really bad.
Yeah.
Case in point, God, I'm really gonna bring this up, and I still regret doing this. Cowboys and Giants prime time.
That game was 30-0 at half.
That's and I think we said too, if Dallas scores another touchdown, that's it. That should be game right there.
No, it wasn't Dallas that scored, or was it that Dallas?
It was.
Scored. Yeah,
yeah, that's what put a 40 burger. Say, that'll do it.
We were like, if Dallas scores, it was like no, it was 27-0 or 20 something. I think it was like 21-0 or something at half. And they had to score to make it a 30-0 game. And we were like, if it goes to be 30-0, we're calling it. We called it. And they only scored like 10 more points.
And that, like I said, there's very few exceptions to our rule. Obviously, we got Diana Taurasi called her career after putting up over 10,000 career points. And even still played at a very high level for where she was in the twilight of her career.
Yeah, Taurasi was never bad. She from beginning to end, she was always a dominant player.
Oh, and now took a look at say, yep, well, the toe was on the line. Oh, not the KD.
That's not raining threes. That's drizzling twos. Yes, that's a grown-ups reference.
And now I got Howard. Did I not? Oh, was not my. Nope, no good. Nice rebound by Ira Fendi.
His foot was on the
line. There's Olsen. Work around a screen. Off the hands. Arafan fights for the basketball. Out to Dolson. Sykes for 3. Down it goes for Brittany Sykes.
Oh, that's cash.
And we get
that is cash.
That was the Grinder offensive foul. That's the first. And that is Grinder's first, actually. What do you know? I mean, that's some kind of impressive for Grinders to stay out of foul trouble.
Yeah, she's barely had a foul. I think she only had like.
No,
two
I will
fouls.
say this season can really depend if she can stay healthy. Because she's, as we all mentioned before, there's Sykes, fadeaway jumper. That is short. And there's Gray coming up with the board for the Dream. It looks like it's going to be Kiki Irifan's going to get clocked for her second. Now a little side out for the Dream and down 4. And so now we got Howard. And here comes Griner trying to help on the outside. Now Olsen switches down to Gray. Throws it up to Jones, who almost coughed it up. Fade away a hook. Can't hit it. And he summoned, got away with the double dribble, but and Sykes to the basket. That's going to be second team foul. That's going to be the first on Walker Kimbrough. And they go. You got to deal with the old-fashioned way. Take it to the hoop. It's up 2 free throws coming for the Mystics. How to put this lead in a little bit of distance. And the first by Sykes. And a little bit too strong off the back rim. And looks like, and as we are going to see Nia Coffee come in for the Dream. And the second, nope. And there's Coffee with the rebound. So now I got Howard. Out to Jones on the top of the key. Picked up by Dolson. Now hands off to Howard. Howard. Tough defense. Coffee open 3. And we got an offensive foul. We're going the other way. That's Howard picks up the team's third. 8-50. Oh, boy. So now here comes Melbourne, finger roll, and we'll draw the context going. Oh boy! Now here comes the Dream now getting into foul trouble. 4 team fouls with under 9 minutes, with almost about it reached the 8-minute mark. So Melbourne to the line for 2. Now 2 free throws coming for Jay Melbourne out of Melbourne, Australia, and misses the first. And now we got Miles Caldwell going to come in for Kimbrough. So far, having a quiet night for the and 1 or 2 from the free throw line. So now we got Howard, and here comes. Nice block from behind from Stephanie Dolson.
Get that out of here.
Like, get that shit out of here.
Get that out of here. She said, get that out of here, boy. Let's go.
So now it looks like we have
she said,
Centron coming in for Centron for Olsen. Now we got Sugg Sutton now in the game for Jay Melbourne. They got Caldwell. Coffee thought about a 3. Pumps the brakes. Hands it back to Coffee. Jesus Christ. Good ball movement. Caldwell for a 3. Too strong on the back rim. Coffee steps on the line. We're going the other way. Another turnover by the Atlanta Dream. So now we got Sutton. Now with DC now up 5 here in the 4th. We got Sutton. Now hands it off back to Irifan off the handoff. So now Sutton trying to get some help. Hands it off to Irifan. Hands it off to Sykes. Sykes pulls up from the mid-range. Get the friendly roll. No, that's going to be knocked out of bounds. That's going to stay with the Mystics. And I don't think Alicia Gray does not agree with that. So side out for the Mystics. And now a nice out to Centron. Centron to the cup. Nice little finger roll for 2. Have yourself a night there, you young rookie. 14 points, 1 rebound, 2 assists. Tremendous timeout Atlanta. 7:08 remaining here in the 4th. It's a 7-point game here in DC.
Been loving what I'm seeing from the Mystics. Like the announcer said a little bit ago, they ramped up the defense in the 4th quarter here.
Yeah, and you get and actually funny and good point too. And also forced come on, brain, work with me here. Jesus fucking Christ. Now I fucking lost it.
You completely lost your point.
Oh my God.
You completely lost your point.
Oh, I forgot what I was going to fucking say.
That is hilarious.
Oh, damn it. That's one of the worst brain strokes I ever fucking had.
Don't.
ESPN, I knew exactly what I was going to say.
ESPN, if you're watching, don't let this man go on first take. He will lose his point.
Oh, shut up, asshole. Anyways, my point was, going back to agree with your point at the same point, that DC is forcing Atlanta into foul trouble. That's what I was going to say before we had a fucking mental stroke. Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
They
forced him into foul trouble, and, they ramped up their defense in that 4th quarter. That 4th quarter was key 100%. There. That 4th quarter for the Mystics was key.
I mean, currently, as we're in timeout, the Washington's right now up 6-0. So in terms of scoring in the 4th,
while we're in the 4th, while we're at the break, I'll be right back. I have to use a quick bathroom break.
Good old bathroom break.
And
no rush, my dude. So while Tyler steps away, shout out to everyone who's tuning in tonight's action. Like I said, it's been kind of fun getting back into the WNBA action. But for those who are new, hit that like button, definitely hit that subscribe button, make sure to ring that notification bell. Like I said, we're going to bring you a lot of WNBA content. Same, with MLB, and once the NFL season starts ramping up in September, you're going to see a lot of that as well. Whether you're an Eagles fan, Cowboys fan, it doesn't matter which fan you are. Me and Tyler, we'll got you guys covered as well. So appreciate it for all the support. For anyone who's been here since day one, or any that's new people who are coming across us for the first time, kind of see what we're about. Yeah, like me and Tyler one time mentioned before, like I said, we try to bring like our authentic selves. Like creators nowadays, the fact that they put on like this kind of facade where, yeah. But anyways, looks like now we got Engsler now made their way onto the floor. So now we got Coffee out to Caldwell. Now to Gray. Gray drives with a floater. Too strong. Fans in the hands of Caldwell. And there it goes. Sykes with the steal. And Caldwell, unfortunately, going to get poked. Yeah, a little bit shaken up from Brittany Sykes. So now that's the 15th foul. That puts Washington so far close to the into the bonus. A little bit of instant kind of right in the face. Just by accident. And now it looks like we're going to get a review. See, this is going to be upgraded to a flagrant 1. So far, 77-70 is your current score for those who are just coming in the fourth or watching live along with us, or for those who have the WNBA app as well. So 6:48 here in the fourth. While we're in the review, I still think this is definitely. I mean, I get it's incidental contact, but I still think it is going to be upgraded to a flagrant 2. Or sorry, flagrant 1. Hello. Don't even know. Or maybe just be an accidental contact. So let's see what the ref crew's got to say about this.
The officials were taking a look at it. They signaled and triggered the review just to make sure whether that swipe of the face by Caldwell on site.
So let's see about that. So, yep, just a common foul. Not too bad. So, side out for the Mystics. Up 7 in this game. Out to Sykes. Sykes with a step back 3. A little bit strong armed. And there's Exler with a nice little rebound. Out to Sykes. Sykes. Turnaround jumper. A little bit strong with the backside. Rebound by Griner. Here comes Alicia Gray. So far, the current leading score with 22, 5, and 4. And there's Brianna Jones. Hands it off. And that is good for 2. So 77-72, still favoring the Mystics. And Sykes will draw a nice offensive foul here tonight. Oh yeah, by the way, too, Tyler, Julia is now officially a member on the SmackDown roster.
Julia?
Yeah.
I thought she would be on Raw.
No, looks like they're going to have her on SmackDown.
Oh, so the Raw thing was just a test run.
In a way, yeah. So she got her call up to the main roster.
So she got her call up. Is she still a heel or a face?
Looks like a heel from what I've been seeing on social media.
Good. Some continuity there. That's good.
So far, not too shabby.
But looks like the same old while I was in the break. The Mystics ramping up the defense.
EDD. It's a shame that the back half of career was so riddled by
injuries, and I completely forgot she even played for the Sky. That's the one thing I completely forgot she ever played.
Yeah, she played for
the Sky. Think about, I completely forgot about that because anytime I've watched EDD play, she's like in the Mystics red for the most part.
In her day, she was a fucking dog, bro.
It's just like I think after COVID, like it just kind of went downhill.
That's when things went downhill for her, but it was because of her age too.
Yeah, she was no spring chicken by any
no.
But then again, that kind of gets thrown out the window because we've seen women in this league that's older than her actually still play at a high level. Like Candace Parker, Diana Taurasi. Yeah, that's probably the only two that
people have that. Like, look at fucking LeBron. He's old as shit, but people were younger than him, that broke down.
Yeah, which that is sad to see that.
Some players break down sooner than others. That happens with athletes.
And also Delaware native for EDD, for those who are not aware. Yeah, see, there's a lot of women nowadays are doing that for the young girls out there.
Yeah.
I love it.
But that's what it's all about. You know, you want to inspire the younger generation to play the same sport.
Mm-hmm. And also be a part of the generation, the future generations to help this league continue to grow. And actually, kind of crazy. I'm going to say this is not say it's crazy, but hopefully to help turn a profit. Actually, for this league to make money.
Yeah, I think they need to turn more of a profit too, because these women should not only get $100,000 or have.
And let's be real, play more sound fundamentally.
Have their paychecks be in the thousands. It needs to be in the millions.
So now we got Pow. Now the Grinder in the post. Grinder, turnaround jumper, no. And that is going the other way. That's going to be Mystics basketball. So now we got Sutton out to Sykes. Now out to Dolson, back to Sykes. Sykes, tough defense to Irafin. Irafin, nice out to Sutton, back to Irafin. Almost lost it. A little bit short mid-range, can't go. And there's Gray coming up with the rebound. And here comes Gray. So far leading the team and scoring with 22. Howard for 3, a little bit too strong on the back rim. And there is a foul after the loose ball foul. Looks like that's going to go against the Mystics. That is going. Oh boy, that's not great. That's her 4th. Oh boy. So we got 5:20 here in the 4th. So now we got Pow to Gray. Back out to Grinder from mid range. Cannot get the bounce. And here come the Mystics. And Dolson off to Sutton for 3. Down it goes. I'm sorry, that was Brittany Syke for 3. So now we got Howard going around out to Gray. Now to Grinder in the post, posting up on Irafin, and that's good. And look, obviously a bit of height mismatch. Now get Irafin.
Looks like the Mystics are pulling away a bit. Nope.
So now we got Sykes. Trying to look what she wants. Hands off to Centron. Down to Irafin. Irafin from the mid-range cannot hit. And that's going to be another rebound for Alicia Gray. That is her 7th. Kind of reaching. And Griner, turn around. Hey, somehow gets it to go for 2. So now we got Sutton out to Dolson.
There we go.
Dolson back to Sutton. It's a 4-point game. Sutton driving out to Dolson for 3. Down it goes for Stephanie Dolson.
Cash. Easy cash 3 right there.
77 or 76, sorry. Here comes Howard driving out to Grinder in the post. Grinder with a 6-inch advantage, and we'll draw the contact, and we'll go to the line. And at this point, SeatGeek, that's her 5th. That's her 5th personal. So,
5 personal fouls.
That's 5 personal fouls for the rookie.
Damn.
Be very efficient too, despite the fact 14 points, 4 assists. I'm sorry, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 4 or 9 from the floor. So under 3.5 to go here in the 4th. It's a 5-point game. I mean, shit, what was the largest lead? What, 7, 8 points?
Yeah, I think the largest lead was.
The largest
lead was like 8 points.
It's been nothing but other A, but like I said, there's times where there's a shootout. There's defense has been played. Body's been tossed over the floor. I mean, there's a lot you can probably take away from this game.
Yeah, there's a lot you can take away from it.
Look, only slight negatives.
Yeah, the only negatives was like in the first half, it was kind of sloppy play.
Oh yeah, 100%.
But once it got cleaned up, it was just great basketball.
So we had a bit of a timeout. I'd love to see it though.
But the one thing I feel bad for is Brittany Griner's doing everything she can for this team.
Yeah, to carry this freaking team on the back is some part of her support. 11 points, 4 for 12 from the floor, and 7 boards.
Thank you very much. Sorry, I was getting food.
What's on the menu for tonight?
McDonald's fries and nuggets. With barbecue sauce.
Not bad.
Nope, not bad at all.
So now we got Sutton.
Yeah, as I was
Adolson.
Though,
now to Sykes.
Doing everything she can for this.
Sykes driving, pulls up from mid-range. Down it goes for Brittany Sykes. I'm going to say Brittany Sykes is not coming to life in this game. Here comes Gray. Howard for 3. A little bit too strong. Offensive rebound into the hands of Jones. Gray for 3. That is air ball. And that's going to be out of bounds. So 3 minutes to go here in the fourth.
Yes.
Jesus. Nafisa Carr going off. Damn. Nafisa Carr's got a 30 piece. Holy shit. Oh, Centron. That was just way too easy. Now it's been leads back up to 8. So now we got Jones. Now we got Powell back to Jones in the post. Up and under. That is good for 2. And there's another foul. That's the 5th for the Mystics. Yeah, that is true. And the 3-point play is good. And now leads back up to 5. So now I've got Sutton. 2.5 to go. Trying to help to get some help on the hands off to Dolson. Now to Sykes. Here comes Irfin setting the screen. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Irfin taking on Griner and gets blocked up top. And a little bit slow to get up for Irfin. Here come the Dream. And Griner off the glass. Good for 2. Oh, boy. Here we go with the Dream. Starting to catch heat. Now we got Sutton. Sutton looking for Sykes. And here comes Centrone. Up and under. Oh, just a bit short. Hell, there's a late whistle. Oh, boy. I know that late whistle, and that puts... we got a $1.45. Yeah, and well, the vet said, well, we'll give her welcome to the WNBA moment. So 2 free throws for Sonia Centron. And the first. Rims in and out. Oh, that's... And this is going to be... Should we get... And free throw number 2. That is good. Now the lead's back up to 4. And now we got Howard taking the point. Now Howard around the screen from Griner. Hands it to Griner, the paint. And rolls on and off. Who's fighting for the board? Jones gets stripped. Howard. No, so that's great to the basket. And we'll finish for the 3-point play. Oh, God damn, what a fucking game. Oh my God.
This is one of our better games that we've ever done.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, the largest lead been 8, but that has not lasted. I mean, it hasn't really lasted that long.
No.
I gotta sneeze like a motherfucker right now, and I can't. And that is it. That's going to be the... So, Kiki Arafin's night is done. She picks up her 6th. I will say, not a bad debut for Kiki Arafin out of USC.
Absolutely not. Not a bad day.
Look at 20, and Alicia Gray to the line to cut this lead. This steps it down to 1. We're get to the home stretch. And the free throw, down it go. Oh, hit the wrong button way too damn soon. Now here comes Sutton, up 1. Let's see if the Mystics can really put something together. Here comes Sykes to the basket, and we'll draw the contact. It's going to go to the line for 2. And now looks like we're getting to the more of the physicality type of shit.
Oh yeah.
You know, this is kind of what you would expect from the ladies.
A 1-point game, yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, I was, you know what? I'm kind of thinking about we should bring back Ball with the ladies in a way, occasionally.
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And that free throw is good. That's a 2-point game.
I think during the season, Ball with the ladies returns.
Yeah, because I think that should be like an every year thing for the WNBA.
Yeah, every year during the season.
And that is good. Lead up by 3. And here we go. 1:10. And here's Howard. And then we get a foul. And that's Sykes. He's going to pick up her 5th. Man, talk about getting folded like a lawn chair. So to the free throw line goes Atlanta. Who are they going to send? Brianna Jones, the former Connecticut Sun. So looks like the Mystics are going to challenge.
Yeah, I think that wasn't.
I think that was the perfect time to challenge. So we're about a buck go 2. Yeah, that is, yeah. So I feel like, because I think within the ball and with the ladies, I think we sort of like kind of, yeah, we obviously talk about, you know, the amount of games that we watch, you know. I think for this one in particular, I think what kind of really stands out for me is the amount of missed free throws. Like this game could have been actually not different, but if you look at how the scoring is and with the missed free throws, it kind of hurt. And that's the thing too. Like I think I don't know if I did talk about this last year or the year before. With the amount, if you miss free throws, especially in crunch time, oh boy, that's putting yourself in a bit of a hole. You can't even climb from. A buck go 2, 3-point game. So leading scores for the Washington Mystics. Brittany Sykes got 20. The rookie Sonia Syndrome was 17. Kiki Arafin, who finished her night with 14, and Sutton has 13. Sorry,
because right now for free throws, Alicia Gray is 5 for 8. Brittany Sykes is 9 for 12. And it's just been them two that were like leading in free throws.
But a lot of time that's 6 combined missed free throws between the two.
Yeah, 6 free throws.
So that's leaving some points on the table right then and there even from the charity stripe.
Yeah.
I mean, look, if you do still play some good defense, be efficient, and yeah, you might have to miss a few here on the front cherry stripe. That kind of really kind of cancels it out.
Yeah, at that point, the missed free throws are meaningless if you're playing sound defense. But
now, if you don't, that's
my thing is though. It seems like the only one actually doing like a hell of a lot for the Atlanta Dreams. It's Brittany
BG.
Griner. Brittany Griner
6 for 15 from the floor, 7 boards, 16 points, 11 coming into this quarter alone.
Brittany Griner was going crazy, and the rest of the team hasn't done much. The defense
so the call stands.
The defense wasn't great in that third and fourth quarter, and again, like I was talking about with the Mystics, in this fourth quarter, they ramped up their defense.
Yeah. So 2 free throws coming, and the first. That is good. It's now up to 2. Dude, I'm right on the edge of my fucking seat right now.
God, I'm loving this game.
Dude, like, I have never, in the amount of times that I've done the WNBA, I've never been on the edge of my seat. Oh, 1 for 2! And we got under a minute. Oh, that's got to suck. Here comes Sutton. Here comes Sutton.
One-point game. You could have made it a 1-point game.
Oh, that hurt. That's Sutton.
Ooh. Now all they
can
do is
Dolson for the floater. Oh, that's too strong. Fight for the board. And now here comes Howard. Up 2 to the basket and loses it. But however, it got poked out of bounds by Washington. Oh boy, dude, this is getting. Oh, this is intense.
Oh, this game is going. Oh my God, this game is so good.
What's the God? I want to know what the over-unders on that going. This goes overtime. That we got ourselves some fucking.
If you bet the over, you got yourself some money.
And here we go. Let's for the 2, and we got a tie game. Oh my God.
Oh my Lord.
90 apiece, and we got timeout.
Oh my Lord. Yo, what if we get OT?
That one shocked me.
Yo, what if we get fucking OT, dude? Yo. This is the best opener that we've ever had when we cover the WNBA. This is the best opener we've had.
Yeah, and the fact that's not even a goddamn blowout.
Bro. Since we first started covering the damn W. Holy shit. This is a game, people.
A game?
This is a game.
Like, I would say this possession, I get it's 34 seconds, but I would say this possession can't. This may decide the game right here.
Seconds. This possession.
This could just
can make or break a team right now.
Yeah, because this is a time where you have to nut up or shut up.
Yeah, you got to nut up or shut up here. Yes, that's a Zombieland reference, y'all.
Yeah,
nut up or shut up.
I mean, it's a true statement, like especially because with the game on the line, 34 seconds, 90 all.
Yeah,
I mean, you really can't really ask for much for what these ladies have given.
Dude, these ladies gave it their all this game
and
on both sides here.
All right, we got a side up for the Mystics.
Big ups to the ladies tonight, man.
And right now the Dream so far on an 11-3 run. So side up with Washington. Sutton now hands it all to Sykes. Right now, Sykes to the basket. Up and under. That is good for 2.
If you're still skeptical
and still pay the Washington Mystics.
Oh
wow. Oh. That Centron draws the contact.
The crowd is going wild right now, man.
17.8. Yeah, that's gonna do it. These 2 free throws.
The Washington Mystics win this game, man.
Wow.
And the crowd is going ape shit.
And look at the replay. This is the first. This is what started it with Brittany Sykes. And
Wow.
And the free throw by Centron gets the friendly roll. Oh boy, that would have been crazy.
If you want a reason to watch the W, watch this game.
And that's 17.8. 4 points. And Atlanta takes a timeout. Also, shout out to the 20 total people that is here at the toward the finish line.
Wow. What a fucking game this was.
Yeah. Hell.
I'm going to say it again. This is the best game we've covered since we started covering the W, bro.
100%. And not just that, too.
Shit.
Not just the vets are putting on a show. Even these rookies are showing out from this year's draft classes.
Dude, fucking Pow was fucking raining threes.
Yeah. Kiki
Irfin. Irfin's been fucking awesome.
Yeah, finished the night with 14 points. Brittany looks like Brittany Griner turned back the clocks.
BG looks like rookie BG.
Now, I'm not gonna get ahead of myself. I'm just hoping if she can keep this up while being healthy,
MVP.
That's all I ask.
MVP.
Because we all know that she's on
if she stays healthy and she does what she does tonight consistently, MVP season.
Oh, true, but she's definitely gonna have some stiff competition. Remember, she's got to deal with Asia Wilson, Brianna Stewart.
Yep.
There's a few others I'm pretty much missing.
I think the top two. Two would have to. I think it's Sabrina Ionescu's up there.
Yeah. You got to give her some consideration too. Fucking goddamn walking bucket.
Yeah. She torched us last year.
Yeah, that fucking stings like a bitch.
It's
and here we go for the three. A little bit short. Howard for three. No good. They're trying for three. No.
Three.
And that, my friends.
That's GG's.
That is it. The Washington Mystics.
It's over.
Escaped this one.
Wow.
94-90 over the Atlanta Dream.
Wow. What a fucking game.
Like I said, I got no...
Dude.
Look,
on both sides.
Both sides of the basketball. Ain't fucking tastic.
Fantastic. From both teams. Fantastic.
100%.
Oh, my God. All the ladies tonight freaking showed up and showed out.
Especially if you want to kick off the new league year.
Wow, dude. And again, we broke our streak from the WNBA side of covering an opener that wasn't shit.
It wasn't a fucking blowout because
we actually covered a game that kept us.
That was actually competitive for once.
I'm so glad I decided to come on with you tonight.
Shoot. Hey, look, Hey, look, this is what the W gives you. Like,
the W gives you some physicality.
Now,
some
I will say the W at times can be hit and miss.
I'm going to say this right now. I didn't watch a lick of the men's.
Neither did I, because the men's don't give me.
I think I watched 1 quarter, not even a full quarter, of the last Boston game, which ended up in a blowout. So I turned it off within like 15 seconds, or not even a minute into the damn fourth quarter, or a minute into me putting it on. But the women, they give you heart. They give you skill. Hell, they're not just dropping threes left and right like the NBA does. They're giving you that classic physicality. They're giving
it's pretty much old school basketball.
Yeah, they're giving you the fouls. They're giving you the charity stripe points. They're giving you
gotta earn this shit.
Yeah, you gotta earn. And the thing is too, with the 3-ball, you gotta earn that shit. If you're open, you can drain it. But if it's contested, you got to shot create. And that's what these women did.
Well, we have also final score from the Wings and the Lynx game. Final score 99-84 in favor of the Minnesota Lynx.
So both games were competitive.
Well, Paige Beckers was disappointing. I mean, I guess rookie Paige, but she dropped 10.7 rebounds, while Nafisa Collier dropped 34.
It's okay. Listen, her numbers were kind of decent, but not the greatest. 10.7 boards is okay.
That's pretty decent.
It's decent
for. I mean, shoot, Kiki Irfin. It took for her for a bit of while to get going.
But when she got going, she got going.
Yeah, I mean, put up 14. Now, the one thing I will say, if I'm the Washington Mystics, I would definitely have to work with her limiting her fouls.
Yeah, I think she got into a lot of foul trouble
especially very early on.
Very early on in the game, a little bit in that third quarter as well. She got to the foul trouble, but dude, amazing game from her. BG. Sorry, because you put your team, you carry.
I know your back's probably sore from carrying the team on your back.
Your back's probably fucking sore as hell because you're trying to carry the team on your back.
Like I said, so far a couple games in the books. Because obviously, Ty, are you gonna watch the Sparks in the Golden State game in a bit?
No, because listen, it's an established WNBA team versus an expansion team. That game is probably going to be a blowout.
I mean, I'll say you.
Yeah, that game's probably going to be a blowout.
Because tomorrow, let's see. And the ones we can't do right now, because by the time I get, because can't do the Liberty and Aces, I'm working. I'll be just coming off of lunch. The only one we can, I mean, the only one we can, I don't like the late night games because the only one we could do is the Phoenix and Seattle.
We got the podcast too, bro.
So yeah, so no.
We got the podcast tomorrow.
Yeah, so
can't do a game tomorrow.
Well, Sunday we can do Links and Sparks, so I'll get that set up.
Yeah, we can do that.
Like I said, there's gonna be a lot of WNBA. And yeah, like I said before too, in the early stream, not just the WNBA. Once the NFL season comes along, we're gonna get ramped up for that. And also too, appreciate everybody that was hanging out with myself and Tyler. Probably for the best game so far of the year. So that being said, appreciate you guys hanging out. If you guys new, make sure you guys like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And with all that being said, this is Robert and Tyler from the Sports Runs Connection. We will see you guys tomorrow.
I gotta be on the camera. Peace.